Yeah,
Not
as soon as you see the face. Hello, everybody. How are you? Welcome back to LABRISH. Thank you so much for waiting. We appreciate you. This is where we talk about our favorite reality TV shows. So at the moment we're talking about Love Island All Stars, episode 30. And yeah, we have a guest today, as you can see. But first, let me reintroduce myself. I'm all things sugar and Shay Sade, and I'm here with,
I am Nana, aka the Black Fairy.
and we
Um,
have. Oh, I'm gonna intro you, Bev.
because
I'm gonna say a little
I'm
something. We have Beverly here with us today. She's not only my co-founder at Pepper, she is the master of operations. She is the finance queen, and she is my favorite data girly. And she's joining us today.
Hi. I don't have a one-liner, so
You need to think of one. We need to get one for you. But yeah. So guys, welcome Beverly. We're going to be talking through an episode as we usually do. And she's got a few insights for us in terms of like social media. And yes, exactly. Before we get into anything, guys, make sure you book that like button. Do it absolutely now. Get involved in the conversation. We love your comments, especially Replay Gang. Make sure you leave the comments for us as well. You always give us a little bit extra insight, which is we love. And share this with like-minded people too. And yeah, subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to Your Aunties Could Never, Nana Evans Calm. Hey, it's Sade Salami. And Bev, where can people catch you?
B_Ailey. B_AELLY.
Yes, on Instagram.
On Instagram.
So yeah, make sure you hit up and follow Beverly too. Cool. So yes, there was this episode 30. There was a lot going on. We had people getting out of sorts with the couple of sorts game. People were just getting heated and losing their minds. Georgia H and Josh get into it, and also Anton and Georgia H in general are not seeing complete eye to eye. But before we get into everything, what is your one word to describe the episode? Guys, put yours in the chat. Nana, let's start with you. What's your one word?
I'm going with what's on the thumbnail. Beef.
Please, care to explain?
It was just beef all round. All of them beefing, but also we needed beef between Georgia S and Molly. I need to see them have that. Like they need to start battling each other. It's getting annoying.
Yeah. Okay. My word's gonna be thirsty, you know, and it's thirsty because you see Antelope, yeah. Seriously, she is so dehydrated. When she was talking to Josh, it was a lot, and I was just like, "Girl, you're 33. Like, honestly, is this what you're doing?" Like, nah. Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Beverly, what are you saying? What's your words?
What's my I had the word and now it's gone. But it's basically everyone was just doing too much. They were taking things to heart, and I was just like, it's not that deep. I can't think of. I had the word and it's gone, but yeah, it's not that deep. But
messy too much.
Yeah,
it's too much.
Which comes back to you. What's everyone in the chat saying?
Babita says messy. CJ says it's 2, but King Josh. Z6221 says inner. Citron says delusions of grandeur. David Dyer says Josh got little man complex. He ain't that small, you know.
No, he is.
He's about 5'9".
Yeah, he's not 5'9". He's 5'8". He's small, man. He's small. He's small for as men go. He's kind of small, no?
Yeah, I guess maybe. If he's 5'8". Hang on.
That's like my height.
If Toby's taller, you're not 5'8".
I am.
If Toby's taller than Josh, then he really is a little man. But I need to see them standing next to each other. Z6221 says that he's more like 5'11".
Really? Nah, didn't he even? I swear he even said, or was he joking? I thought he said he was 5'8". Yeah.
I need to see them standing next to each other. That is crazy.
I can't see like seeing over his head and that. That's not my cup of tea.
Him and Sophie are too close in height, though. They're too close in height. That's not comfortable.
Yeah, David and I are saying Sophie's taller than him in the hills. Yeah. So, you know, too short for me personally. Okay, so we pick up the episode straight after the heart rate challenge. We see Georgia S asks Molly again, like, are you okay? And she's just like, because Georgia S raised Tom's heart rate the most in the game, and obviously Molly's coupled up with Tom. Molly's just like, why are you deep in it? You know, I'm absolutely fine. She's smiling, like it's not that deep. Like, do you know what I mean? To be fair, there might have been a little bit of shade behind the smile, but it wasn't what she says it was later on in the episode. It really wasn't. Like,
I had to go back and rewind that
later
to watch that clip again to be like, hang on, I swear Molly was laughing, and she was.
Yeah.
The remix was extraordinary. That's why they need to actually scrap. I want to see a fight.
We don't condone violence, but for performance purposes. But yeah, I was thinking, like, what like has Georgia S got like someone in the production team that literally watches her clips and say, oh, you can use this, switch this around? Because that's what it seems like. Because how are you so quick with it as well? Like, I don't know. Everything she points out is always on the cusp. It's always kind of like you can interpret it another way. It seems, I don't know. I don't want to give her that much credit. She can't be that.
No, I think she's got someone on the inside for sure. And obviously, she did the other show with the fraudsters. So there's definitely a producer that's in there that's just for her.
That's true. That's true. She's probably got, it's true. She probably got someone on the team. So then she's talking to Georgia S. She's talking to Toby and she's saying, oh, your dance was so good when you came out. Do you know what I mean? I was like hoping it was you. And he's like, why? And I was thinking, why? Like, oh, you know, because, you know, the dance moves, I really like the dance moves. So I was hoping it was you. Like, oh, are you, is he a 5-year-old? Like, I just don't. It was like she was encouraging a child. I don't know. It was really weird. And she's just a liar because it was like the dance moves. Are you serious? Like, yeah, like what do you mean? Really bad.
With him, you know. When she said, I think I'm a bit obsessed with you, I was like, yeah, you are. Like, it's getting a bit creepy. He needs to run. This is what she's talking. Yeah, she's getting a bit much.
Oh, I don't believe her.
I want him to leave her. They're probably up after the show because Toby also wants to win. But she's a bit much as well. She's getting desperate like Arabella. Yeah,
I don't believe her. I don't think she's gassed as she says she is. I think she's just saying she's gassed so people don't believe them. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly, kind of thing. But she was doing way too much. For me, again, reminiscent. It's Tom Cruise. You're doing the Tom Cruise. It's over the top. Like, it's way over the top. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, she was actually just annoyed that his heart rate didn't raise for her. That was the underlining of that conversation. That's what that was. Like, what happened? And then he was like, oh yeah, but you ran away halfway through mine. Do you know what I mean? So he had the perfect excuse, really. Yeah, exactly. Anton and Georgia H. I can't lie, this episode was a bit, they were annoying me, to be honest. Like, I'm over it. I really am. Like, got over like her isms, his isms. Like, I really don't care anymore. Yeah, they were just she was just mainly talking to say, well, at least we weren't in the bottom. Do you know what I mean? Like, my heart rate went for Tom because I was cheering for Molly. Okay, like that was
made no sense whatsoever.
At all. Then we had Soph and Jess. Basically, Sophie was just really happy with Josh. Jess was talking about saying it was a bit awkward because obviously Molly's and Cal's heart rate went for each other. She was like, literally, I'm dressed as a latex girl and I still can't raise your heart rate.
At that like, point, Sophie needed to tell her the truth and really be like, girl, you can't actually dance.
Yeah.
When she got dance herself.
I didn't remember.
Objectively watching, she needed to tell her the truth. This is why. It had nothing to do with what you was wearing. It's just the moves.
Serious? You think? Nah, I think it's because they got history. Like, of course they're gonna go for each other.
She wasn't gonna match his history, but why she didn't even get anything from him though? It's the moves. If she was moving like Catherine, she would have done something.
Nah, she didn't. Yeah. No one's heart raced the most for Jess, unfortunately. Yeah. Seriously.
Even Anton. Anton was like free pickings really for anybody because Georgia didn't do anything. So if Anton weren't even really getting anything from you, you did nothing.
Yeah. That's crazy, actually. And I was going to ask you, actually, Bev, that was one thing I was going to ask you, yeah, because Georgia H didn't participate, aren't the numbers skewed anyway?
Why did they allow? They should have just put her to the side, and she should have like read everything. And but I guess obviously all the news that came out after why Georgia H didn't take there's a story around that as well. Obviously, the whole Stephen thing or whatever. So I think that again was a planted thing because you didn't have to dress up, you didn't have to do the petals thing. If you didn't want to participate, stay out of it completely. But but she was still wearing the monitor, so I guess they could still
do her one. But I was just like, on average, like, is it throwing the numbers off because she didn't do anything? So it's just like, or it just skews it a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not even, right? That's what I was thinking. But I didn't think it was fair. So Tom and Molly, they were chatting. Basically, none of them, their heart rates were the lowest for each other. They were just talking about that a little bit. I don't think there was anything super interesting that they were saying, other than it's because the history that they have with the person that it did raise for, which makes sense. Like, do you know what I mean? Georgia S did walk past, and then Molly was like, "Oh, go and run to your girlfriend," and then Tom was quick with it and just like, "Oh, do you want to go run back to your ex?" That was quite funny. But Molly did tell Tom, she was annoying because she kept on asking me, "Am I okay?" Which she did do actually repeatedly as well. There was no need for that. See Soph and Georgia S talk. So Toby was there, and you see Georgia S take her foot and kick Toby away. She kicked him away with her foot. Did you see
that? I didn't notice it. Did she?
I was like, what is this guy like? Seriously, is he a thing? What's going on with him? But Sophie at this point, I love Sophie, but she is being a little bit of an op.
She was messy boots, Sophie actually, this episode was classic chatty patty. She was. Callum is her bestie as well.
Callum.
I know Callum's just getting stray shots for no reason. Weren't even in the episode that much, but they are best friends, and Sophie had carried on what Callum had started. She was chatting everywhere.
She really was, and she I think, and I don't, I'm not a fan of Georgia S at all, but like when they were talking, obviously like Sophie's like inquiring like, "Oh, you know what, I feel like I've seen you had a little bit of a flirt with Tom, do you know what I mean, or is it just friendly?" Georgia S is like, "Nah, it's friendly, do you know what I mean?" She said that it's friendly. It's just like, she's just like, like, and then she asked her like, what was the timeline, did you cut him off? She didn't say anything about shutting anything down. I think I watched it twice, and it was like she didn't actually use those words at all. Do you know what I mean? So that was twisted, unless they edited it. I don't know. No. But and George she's
a remixer, and she has form. She did remix again when she told Eve as well.
That's true.
Yeah. She does like add in her own vocabulary.
Yeah. No, it's true. And Georgia S on that conversation, she was just like, "Yeah, I'm with the right person," Sophie immediately goes and talks to Molly. They're talking, Sophie's just like, "Yeah, it's a bit mad that your ex like come in, dancing in front of you, so I can understand why your heart rate's so high." But also I asked Georgia S, and she said she had to shut Tom down. Like, she's like, "I'm sure there's nothing there, but I just wanted to let you know," essentially, And she was saying that she didn't know their history. And I was just like, how does she not know? Was she not there? Did she come later? Is that what it was? Or I missed that? I don't know.
Sophie, I think Sophie did come in later. But it's like she remixed everything that Georgia S had told her.
Yeah.
Georgia S was talking about on the outside. So, and then she's relaying it like this is what she had said to her, what occurred in the inside. And it was like, that was all fabricated. Like, this is
I think all the people that were in the first time they were on Love Island, they had no voice. They really had their voices in this one because so if you didn't say anything.
It's so true.
Now you do remixes, and She's really found herself this All Stars. Really has.
She really has. She really has. So Molly basically was running that conversation. She was just saying, like, look, I actually need to tell him that he actually needs to shut it down because maybe she's doing some flanter. Is this a new thing? This like flirty banter flanter? Is this a new? Did they make this up or did this exist?
Nah, I feel like it's been out there, and these
Oh,
guys,
serious? Yeah.
the way they've
Okay.
come up with deepen it, which pisses me off each time.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It kills me. I die a little inside.
See?
Yeah, I can't take them saying it, man. It's just
Seriously, what?
It's not for you. it's not for you.
Oh my goodness. I didn't even notice that, to be honest.
And
Oh,
No, I hear them say it, but like I didn't think it was, I don't know.
no, the
Yeah.
context is wrong. Just leave it.
It's not working.
exactly. leave the words alone, because then they use it all the time when you could simply just say, I was thinking, and then they start saying, so I was deep in it, or maybe I should have been deep in it, and it's like, please, please.
Should I deep it? Oh no, it's not needed.
It isn't needed. Yeah, you're right. It isn't needed at all. We have bedtime now. Everyone's getting ready for bed. Abacus is, so happy that she's going to bed with her man, her gladiator. Anton already had his eye patch things on. What do you call those? Not patch. I think she called it a patch. Huh? No, like mask. Eye mask. Yeah. But honestly, yeah, I don't know what's going on, with the feet thing, but it's making me sick. Anton's feet was filthy, when he was laying in the bed.
Yeah.
That was disgusting. I was just like, how are you going to bed like that?
All of their feet is like that. I don't know if it's the shoes they're wearing or like, when they do their fake tan or whatever and it goes at the bottom of the foot and it's just stained their foot. Like, you see how...
Oh, you think that's what it is?
Yeah, because it can't be that orange. Like, a lot of them have it. And it's just the ball, the top bit and the bottom bit. So I think, like, when you step into whatever they step into, because it's like that.
That's so true.
Okay,
that's so true, because I was thinking he's nasty, but it might be fake tan. You're absolutely right.
Why would they still be applying fake tan though? Like, they're in the sun.
Not there,
because
but
you know what? They fake tan before they go, so they're already brown when they get to the beach or whatever. In the sun.
Long? Like, I mean, like foot, like it's a stain.
I'm sure they do top ups on Saturdays.
Oh yeah, they do get top ups, and also I don't know. I think sometimes you can use creams that like keep it going. Do you know what I mean? Like keep the tang. I think so. I think like there's like
it's too orange for it to be. Do you see what I mean? It's like brown. I think he had it. I saw it on Georgia H and a couple of the others. They've got it. You wouldn't see it on Toby. You barely see it on Sophie. So that's how I deciphered it was.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good point.
You know that
I was really looking at him, but however, Josh, how can you explain him picking his toes again? Like, honestly, the guy is disgusting.
So gross.
He's sitting there picking his toes. Toby was making me laugh because he brought the helmet to bed. I thought that was freaking hilarious. It's so silly. What are you gonna do with that? It's just so impractical. Doesn't make any sense. Georgia S was not amused. And then Molly and Tom, what we saw in the clip yesterday as well, were basically whispering back and forth. Tom saying to her, like, it's just you and me. Molly was laughing. Tom did not like this. And I just thought, this guy is kind of unhinged, because he was just like, he kind of wrenched his hand away. He was like pissed, like, do you know what I mean? It's just like, if you can't trust me, there's no chance. And it's just like, bro, why are you so angry? Why
you can see the 50K slipping away. that's what in that moment he was just like, my money, get in line.
Yeah. No, probably. I think he's just like, I don't know whether it's like because this is the same behavior almost that he was showing with Zara, when he like threw off his pink jacket and threw it on the floor because he was so angry. It's very like yeah, it's like he's in a tantrum.
Oh, good, stop now. Could you hear the African music?
No.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. My sister-in-law just pulled up and she comes always blaring her car music.
So I love that. But yeah, Tom, I think he's borderline unhinged to me. Like, seriously, I feel like he will switch like for nothing, and it will come out of nowhere. I think he needs to talk to someone. I don't know, like where's that coming from, bro? Like, relax. In the morning, Josh is making jokes about Molly and Tom, that about saying his heart raced so much. Can't say the same about Molly and Tom. That was quite funny. Abacus and Toby were talking about Adam. Adam and his spear. And Molly pointed out that Anton was super quiet in the morning. I was asking him if he was okay. Yeah. Georgia H then stayed in bed for what seemed like quite a long time. Do you know what I mean?
And I just thought seen before. I thought that was
yeah, exactly. That was ages. And I feel like it's just like, because they talk, Georgia H and Anton talk, and she's saying to him, you're allowed to be moody, do you know what I mean? But it will have a knock-on effect on me. And I just thought, like, this is not the basis of a good relationship. Like, honestly, because it's like, he's upset. So your response for him being upset is for you to be upset and then to be physically in the bed. So he has to come to you when he's actually upset. Like, nah, this is selfish. This is kind of selfish. It's kind of self-absorbed, you know.
He's always being self-absorbed.
You know? I think so.
He knows it too. You know, he was like really alluded to. He sees that in her. I don't know why nobody is. Well, Adam kind of has been a bit more on Anton's side, but he's being used, and they all know it. And it's just like, just call a spade a spade. Like, she's literally using you.
But do you think he wants to be used as well to just get as far as possible in the game? Like,
yeah,
at this point, maybe.
Yeah, you only do what you receive at the end of the day. Is that the saying? Like, people only allow what you can get away with. So he wants to also get to as far into the front as possible. Otherwise, he would have gone home.
Yeah.
Long time.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I agree. I actually agree. I think Anton's actually too smart not to know what's up. But I think maybe it was just grating on him a little bit, and he's just like, oh, not again.
It's embarrassing though, isn't it? I can't even be in a mood, and then you're chastising me for being in a mood that caused you to be in a mood. It's actually like really, it's. I don't want to say it's abusive, but
it's manipulative.
At least very manipulative.
Yeah.
Like, that's horrible.
It really is. In the morning chats, you know, Anton's just like, what was he saying? I can't even remember what Anton was saying.
Seemed like he was in a better mood as well, actually.
Yeah, talking to Sophie, he was. He was. Sophie was talking about her connection. She was just making jokes about, do you know what I mean? Like, we're so crazy for each other, her and Josh and everything. She was the one that got the breath spray from Anton in the challenges. It's quite funny.
That wasn't okay. Like, he pulled that from his balls. Like, that's.
I know, that was disgusting.
No, I'm not laughing about it the next day.
No, you're absolutely right. That is actually disgusting.
Yeah, I didn't even clock that.
Yeah, like
he had it in his hand, and then he just pulled it out. But yeah, no.
Yeah, that's mad. It's a mad thing. Jess is happy that her heart rate went for Callum, but you know, obviously still a little bit sore about the whole Molly thing, and just hoping that he's not leading her down a garden path. Tom is basically saying, look, with Georgia Esh, I just hope that Molly isn't deep in what is going on, because that would really piss me off. And it's just like, bro. Where's your compassion? Like, seriously, why are you quick to anger? I don't get it.
It wasn't like, no, because I wouldn't want her to get the wrong end of the stick for herself. You know, literally, it will piss me off.
Yeah,
like, these people are crazy. Like, he also is self-absorbed anyway. Yes. But I was like, this is mad.
100%. Nana, you're getting some comments on the list. You need to drop the deets, man.
Seriously. Actually, a Revlon color stain. It's their reddest red. That's what I have on today.
Nice. Maybe put a link in the bio or something. Or...
I will. Yeah. I will add it. I promise.
Okay, so Georgia S, this is where she says to Adam and Josh that, you know, when I read, I was obviously had to be the one to read out about Molly and Tom, and you know, and I talked to Molly and I asked her if she was all right, because that was like the human thing to do, and she just bit my head off. Like, huh? Like, your reality is different from other people's, mate. It's not the same. That's not what happened. And I feel like Josh and Adam could see that because they were like, okay, maybe because there's a little bit build up, maybe because, like, you know, maybe you're always the one that's bringing this type of issue around. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't think her task was not successful in that moment.
No, she failed. She failed to get that bonus. And Josh called it straight away as well when it was like, I didn't see that. You know, it was like, again, like, you failed. This it wasn't accomplished. And you know, and they didn't seem to really feel sorry for her either.
No.
Feel her little
they
face.
probably all know what she's like in reality. Anyway,
yeah.
So, like,
I think so. I think you saw that with Molly actually later on in the episode. Like, yeah, I was just thinking, oh yeah, they've got her number. They know what this is. Yeah, you know what I mean? Molly is tells the other girls about what Soph said about Georgia S, and she's saying like, look, Tom just needs to shut it down. You know, Antelope is just like, you know what, Tom, he's a really nice guy. Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. He's probably just being innocent with it. You've got nothing to worry about. Georgia H is just like, oh, Anton's having a moment, where she physically looks like she is the one having the moment, to be honest. Like,
yeah.
She was literally just, I don't know, flopped. I don't know what that pose was. I was just like, girl, what's going on?
Georgia H needs to go home.
Yeah.
It's a shame that Anton also will have to go with her, because I don't mind Anton being there. He can stir the pot a little bit. But I think her time is up. I don't think she's coping.
No.
To go. She needs to leave the villa immediately.
And I have to say this, it just shows to me, this meditation, these crystals, do you know what I mean? You can't do surface level and think these things are gonna work. You actually have to do actual deep work to get through these things. Like, do you know what I mean? And it might involve those, do you know what I mean? But like, that's what you're doing is not, it's not enough, babe.
Every time they do a snapshot of her just meditating by herself, I don't care. I don't want to see it. Like when they do the camera pan and they're like, oh, no one cares.
No, I don't believe, and also I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Yeah, it's not an aesthetic. Yes, Aaliyah, exactly. Sophie and Molly. Sophie, so they were talking about Georgia H and Anton, and basically Anton saying that Georgia H is going very hot and cold at the moment, so it seems like that's going around the villa. And Sophie as well just mentions like, look, I don't know how you can come back from the ick. Fair point. Do you know what I mean? Fair point, man. Seriously. Then you get the 3 A's, Anton, Antelope, and Adam. Anton's basically saying like, look, me and Georgia H, we're in a good place. We really are. But I am just starting to develop more feelings for her. And obviously my love language is like touch. And do you know what I mean? I think he said touch in 3 different ways. Yeah, he said touch, feelings, and something, and like feels, and then something else. But it was just like, you're saying the same thing. And he's like, that's not her love language.
She ain't got one for you. She ain't got a love language. And you see how he didn't say it? He didn't say what Georgia's love language, because she ain't got one for you.
Exactly. She seriously. And you know, it's making him question himself, like whether or not she likes him. And I'm just like, it's taking you to now to question this.
It's a madness. I don't get how you start a conversation with, we're in a really, really good place, really good place, and list all of the things that's wrong with it. That would suggest you're not in a good place at all. This is delusion. That is a madness.
But then maybe she used to be a PDA person, then obviously this whole stuff happened, so she no longer does that sort of thing. So again, it's all connected to, do you see what I mean? Because even when she dresses up, she wears these long sleeves to her ankles. Not saying that you have to be naked every time you go to bed, but she's, as much as possible, always trying to cover up, or has, do you see what I mean? So
well, yeah and no, because it's like the bikini side of things. No, do you know what I mean? Like you're fine with that. Like it's some outfits, because she was doing the little dresses at one point. Do you know what I mean? But like, I feel like, I hear what you're saying. When she went to the hideaway, yes, that was like, whoa. She was like, off limits. You're not touching me at all. Like, get the message. Like seriously, everybody. So like it, yeah, she's working through it, right? Like, which is absolutely fair. And I just think, yeah, she shouldn't be here. Like, I think she needs more time. Do you know what I mean? And that's okay. Like
this as her, maybe I'm not too bad, but let me get myself back into the swing of things.
Yes, probably.
Yeah.
I would think maybe her optimistic side was like,
yes,
come so far, you've done a lot of work and you've got your practices now, you've got your tools, and you could probably do Love Island. Realistically, you're not ready to do this. And then if she was with Josh, maybe she would have been better, but you're with a guy that you actually don't fancy.
Just Casey.
You don't fancy.
Yeah, she said she was in love with Casey. He broke her heart. Do you know what I mean? Like, what? Like, it's nah. There's a lot of stuff going on there.
Yeah, it's not the place for her. Josh being like, don't really like you, because she was very affectionate with Josh.
Yeah,
allowing it. Casey, if he had been like, okay, let's try it out, I think we would have seen a different side to her.
She just doesn't like it.
No,
she doesn't, does she?
It's like, just leave, man. Just go
home. Definitely. Adam does try and give some advice, but I thought like Adam's advice was a dig at Antelope, because he was like, if I wasn't getting any affection from Antelope, I would completely pull back. It's just like, bro, like
the only reason why,
like, oh, you know, I've got to, you know, you've got to express it to her, let her know where you're coming from. I'm just like, okay, cool. And also as well, I don't know if it was me, but I didn't like the way Antelope was sitting, you know, in that conversation. I thought it was unladylike, and I know that might sound a bit off, but I didn't like it. She was sitting on the counter in a bikini and your leg is open and cock up. No, 2 men are in front of you. No, I did not like it.
I expect that of her.
Yeah, everything open wide.
not even a hand placed strategically. Like, there was not, like, bro, what are you on? I didn't like that.
Yeah, that's her.
Seriously. I don't care if it's old fashioned. You shouldn't do that. Molly and Tom basically, you know, have their kind of a bit of a makeup conversation. You know, she was saying, you was Aggie in bed last night. You know, he's like, oh, it's not at you, but you've got to understand how I feel. And I was just like, Tom, also understand where Molly's coming from too. Do you know what I mean? Because you're literally kind of in the same situation. And Molly says that effectively, like, you know, same pal. Do you know what I mean? But he was like reassuring her there's absolutely nothing going on between him and Georgia S. You know, and he asks her, like, is there anything going on between you and Cal? Like, you know, she's just like, you know what? You don't actually fall out of love with someone completely. I'm not in love with him, but I respect him. I've got a lot of respect for him, and I'm really glad that we're friends. What do you guys think about that?
Get back together. It just get on my nerves.
If I was Tom, I'd be thinking, all right, who else in here can I try and move to?
Yeah, really?
I would take her words very seriously. What she said is the beginnings of a new relationship.
Oh,
nah.
Really?
I don't think she's gonna dump him before the final, though. I just think afterwards, everyone's just gonna go, back together. Tom, go find someone else.
Like, that's not his girl.
No.
I'm glad that we're friends and I really respect him. We're gonna get back together. Like, I'd be like, nah, that's not what I wanted to hear.
You see, the grass is not greener.
Yeah.
It's true, innit? Yeah. It's not green.
Just go back to what you got.
Exactly. You know. Yeah.
Seriously. So yeah, I wasn't super convinced by her either. I'm not gonna lie. Molly does tell Tom about what Sophie said as well, and Tom's just like, listen, if I get one more comment, I'm gonna say something. And Molly's just like, look, I just want you to, do you know what I mean? Like, have some action about it. Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. Like, you don't have to speak to her. Do you know what I mean? But, you know, because she wants what she wants and she's trying to get attention. That's what it is. Like, so just remove yourself from those situations rather than engaging in it, essentially. And saying that she must have some sort of feelings for him. And he's just like, look, there's nothing from me, not even 1%, not one iota, nothing. So yeah, there's that. Do we believe Tom?
I believe him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually believe Tom. I think he's over Georgia. He knows her game as well.
Yeah.
He also knows that Georgia ultimately does like Toby over him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not a win, innit? It's like, what's the
Oh
point?
yeah.
Using
I
him.
think it was just a summer fling. These lot,
Yeah.
they go to another country, holiday romance, come back, done and dusted. So
It's
that's what
true.
it was. I don't
And
think it was deep.
that's true. And she did leave Tom for Toby, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, he wouldn't risk that. His ego wouldn't risk that again.
Ever.
I don't think. Yeah.
Not really. I think Tom would have played along to ruin Georgia and Toby, but I don't think he would really be like, I actually really like Georgia. I think it would just be he would just be trying to get one up on her.
Yeah.
Like, so you like me, and then he would drop her.
Mm.
And that's what Georgia needs to mine out for when she's trying to play these games with men. It's not if you let a man go for another man, he will get you back and drop you.
Oh,
so that you're broken. Like, you're literally like, how did he do this to me?
Yeah.
Because his ego is like, we got to get her back.
Yeah. Balance. Yeah. I believe these twigs also. Jess and Callie. That's what I'm calling him now.
Who? Callum.
Yeah.
Callie.
I like Callie. He's my favorite.
Cow is like Callie. That's a girl's name. Cow.
I feel like Jess would call him that. I feel like that's what she would call
No,
him.
I think Molly calls him that. She's like Cow.
Oh, is it?
I'm sure
She calls him Cal. I don't know
Yeah.
about Callie, but
No, not Callie. Wait, you're saying Jess calls him Callie?
I think she would.
Oh Lord.
I think she would. I think that would be. I wouldn't be surprised if she did. They basically again having this conversation about the heart race challenge, just saying like, you know, have I missed something? Do you know what? Like the heartbeat might speak louder than words. Callie is just like, no, you've got nothing to worry about whatsoever. She's just like, okay, well, explain it to me. He's like, I can't. He didn't even try. He was like, I can't. But you've got nothing to worry about. I'm very, very happy. Do we believe him? Do we think he's happy? No.
I don't know, you know.
No.
I do think that Cal and Molly could get back together.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Molly would have it. I'm still not sure about Callum if he'll have it. I'm not sure.
Unless she changes. She has to change.
Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
but what is she changing? Because I don't really understand what the problem is in the first place. What is the problem with their relationship?
From what I gathered, you know how Georgia S is acting? That's how I saw Molly in her and Callum's relationship. Like that whole like being manipulating, patronizing type of vibe. Because she kind of does it with Tom, but she laughs it off. But Callum is just like, nah, not me, babe. And because I think people underestimate Callum, he's a soft guy, doesn't say too much. So you think you can take the piss a little bit, but he's just like, no, you can't. And I just think Callum did a lot in the relationship, and Molly just chilled. Like, I don't need to do much.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Well,
I think so. Daily Dyer said the problem is Callum is slow.
He's not slow. He's not slow. He just doesn't talk. He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to.
I think
he's not slow, guys.
I think Callum was a bit too laid back in their relationship, and Molly wanted more from him constantly.
Someone jumping, like all the time. I love you, babe. I miss you, babe. I want you here, babe.
He ain't that guy. And
exactly.
So that was their problem, really. I think it was their pacing. But I don't know if Callum, you know, like when you taste a bit of freedom from somebody that is a bit of a nag, and then you're like, I don't know if I want to go back there. But he also has been out in the streets and could be like, you know what, maybe I'll listen to Molly's nagging because it ain't that bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. But him and Jess, I can see him. I can see him and Jess actually being a thing. There's something about her. I'm warming to her, you know. I'm warming to her.
I like Jess.
She's got she's got something about her. She needs to ditch her sister. I think her twin.
Her twin. She's got to ditch her twin. Are you serious?
Her twin is holding her back.
Loud Eve, man. Eve ain't done nothing wrong either. Seriously. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm not sure about kind of. I think Jess is easy for him Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's light work. Like, do you know what I mean? It doesn't have to do much. I think that's what he wants at the moment. He just wants chill, laid back. He doesn't want complicated. And I think Molly is probably more complicated, right? Do you know what I mean? He's gonna have to deal with stuff. He's gonna have to deal with her. I think I agree with you. I think she was probably doing a bit too much, because you saw that in the beginning episodes.
Yes.
You could see that, and he was vexed for a reason.
Exactly.
Like, he was just like, but they weren't telling us exactly what it is. So then we see like Antelope and Adam. God, this girl, she was just yabbering. Like, she was talking so fast, so much to Adam. It was like a lot. Like, let him breathe. And it was just like, oh my God, you're the best. You're the best by far. I love your outfit. I love this. Oh my God, when you talk to me, like, where are you gonna live when you come to London? What, bro?
Now, how uncomfortable that scene was.
Oh,
again, I was watching it like that. Like, just please, the desperation.
Dehydration.
It was everywhere. Did you even see the way Adam was pulling away from her?
He was trying to.
Sort of being like, come off me, man. Like, his head was all cocked.
and you're close. You're right here.
I was literally like, oh my God, Abacus, please. Louder, brother. Yeah. He's going to run away from you. It was too much. So.
It was way too much. And then he's talking about, but then this is what I'm saying, and this is how he's going to fall up her head, yeah? Because then he was the one that brought up, like, I want to adopt some puppies, because you have to have, if you can train puppies, you can have kids. I didn't know this was a thing.
I didn't know
this is outside the culture, right? Because what the hell? This is what people do.
Heard of that shit before.
This is crazy. This is crazy to me.
And people say that though. They say like dogs are way more taxing than babies. And
that's just not like, true. Okay. You're delusional.
Cool story, bro.
You're actually delusional. People are mad. So she was just like, oh, we've only been coupled up for 4 days and you're already talking about kids. Bro, he's just entertaining you in this moment. This is not deep. It's not going to go further than this. This is when, those men that just do that thing, like, think about the future, to make you feel nice in this moment, just so I can secure the pum. What he doesn't know, he doesn't even need to say that to her. He can get it anyway.
He doesn't have to say anything for the rest of the show, and he still will get it.
Honestly.
Yeah, for real.
Seriously.
If he hasn't already, I'm sure he's done bits. I'm sure they have done bits already.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah. Seriously.
Shantae May says he kept saying I and not we.
Oh yes.
Her, and she takes it as them. Yeah. For real.
Because he did say, I'm excited for you after here. And she was like, excited for us.
Thirsty.
Honestly, I know it's Valentine's Day. We didn't even address that. It's Valentine's Day. It's the day of love. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a leap year. Ladies, do not propose to men. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Where did that come from?
I don't know, but whoever started it was a Jinnel. Don't do it. But like, this ain't it. There's little lessons we can learn from Love Island every now and again. We know it's frivolous and stuff, but this behavior is not it. Relax. Don't be so full on. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to be this intense. Don't take what he's saying to heart. Don't do it. Seriously. It's just banter. This is flanter.
Yes. of the highest level.
Yes. Exactly. So we have Anton and George H. They come together and try and resolve their issues. Anton's talking about his love languages. Here he does say a little bit more. He's like acts of service and touch. Do you know what I mean? And he's like, oh, you're different from me. But again, to your point, she doesn't actually say what her love languages are, and he doesn't seem to know. Do you know what I mean? So
he hasn't shown him anything really
at all.
Maybe words of affirmation is what she's given him.
She's giving him.
She kind of like talks him up a bit. She'll be like, Anton's
yes,
he's so supportive. Like,
that's not your love language. Words are just I said, if it's not your love language, words are just words. It's the action. Like, he wants the touching.
Yeah. That's it. But and also she finds that taxing. She's like, do you know what I mean? That's what she was saying to Antelope. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's much more than I've ever had to give. Like, you know what
he's
I mean?
needy. He is needy.
Yeah, he's needy.
Yeah, sure.
He is. But you know what? He will love her. He's a version of love, but he will.
Yeah,
he's that guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
He is.
He really is.
But also, I think his metrosexuality is bugging her. When she spoke about he was in bed with the eye mask, you know, there was like a bit of a repulsion there. Like,
an
eye mask, like, and the blusher.
The bronzer and the concealer. Yeah.
I think she's over all of that. She literally is like, I would prefer a man. I would prefer Josh who burps and farts and.
It's true.
A man like that, and he's a bit too ridiculous.
Yeah, no, you're right. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I missed that bit, but like she was talking about that. She's like, she just wants to be young and laugh and be free and all that kind of stuff. And I think she's feeling that with Anton, it's more serious. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. But yeah, they make up anyway. You know, she explains that her last few exes, like she's kind of got to this stage and they haven't been genuine with her. Do you know what I mean? So that's why she's feeling apprehensive. I feel like this is an excuse. I don't really believe her. I think she knows that Anton will believe what she's saying in that moment. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of bad. But they kiss and make up. Yeah, and then some point when they're getting ready for the nighttime activities, Josh and Anton are having a conversation, and I don't think Josh said this out of the blue, which Anton alluded to later. I think Anton was saying something before, but he was saying like, don't you think that Georgia H being hot and cold is her consistency? That's what she's consistent at, being those things. And I'm thinking Josh would know. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, you actually have to take what he's saying because he's got history, you know? Seriously, he's probably seen it all before. And Georgia H is just like, yeah, Anton's really starting to like me. I'm just like, bro, you don't like this guy.
No.
She don't like him at all. She don't like him. Anyway, they get a text and it's announced that they're having this game, couple of sorts, where different categories are read out and they have to rank themselves. But also the public have been ranking the Islanders as well. So they have to match it up and try and get it the same. I wish they had prizes, spot prizes, money, something, do you know what I mean? For them to kind of like, no, I feel like they need to up the stakes a little bit to kind of get it right. Because it's like, do you know what I mean? Like, yes, the bickering, yes, it does work, but you can still have that while there's something to lose as well. Do you know what I mean? Or maybe money gets taken away from their pot if they get it wrong or something like that. So they have to decide between, am I going to be truthful about this or am I going to lose something? Do you know what I mean? But
I think so. But we needed that element because even for like Love Island games, there would have been something at stake.
Yes.
For doing this right. So even if it burns you, you just got to be like, yeah, but then if we keep on getting our place wrong in the pecking order, we could be up. We could be vulnerable. Yeah. Like there needed to be some stakes for the truthfulness as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is frivolous. Like, why do we care?
Last time they did they get a party out of it? Like they said, the most correct answers, you get a party or something. Because I know last time they didn't just do it for the sake of doing it.
I feel like that sounds right.
Yeah,
they usually do that. Yeah.
There's something at stake, or girls win, or
rewards.
Somebody wins if you get it right. And it was like, what are they gonna get? They get nothing. So what's the point?
No budget.
Exactly. There's absolutely no budget at all. So Antelope and Adam are hosting this. The first category is the hottest couple. The Islanders put Tom, Abacus, and Adam, and then Toby and Georgia S. That's the order that they put. When it was Tom and Molly, Jess and Callum, and Josh and Sophie. The thing is, the way they just bypassed Josh and Sophie, was actually out of order. Do you know what I mean? I was just like, this is showing to everyone's prejudice because you guys don't know that Sophie is a hottie. Yeah? Yes. You guys don't understand it. And how dare they not pick Callum as well? I was like,
They didn't pick Callum because of Jess. Come on,
they did. It's true. It's true.
I was surprised that Callum wasn't in their running. I was like, that doesn't quite. I understood Josh and Sophie because obviously they all have black, so whatever. But I guess maybe Callum would fall under that as well, like or whatever. Yeah, interesting. But what it was how I would have put it.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I would have done as well. I would expect to see all them. Not Adam. I'm not seeing Adam in Hottest. Are you okay?
No, but they did that because of the wrestler thing or whatever. What did they say?
What's that?
Didn't they say something about being a wrestler or?
Oh yeah. He is a wrestler. Yeah.
Adam does think that she is the most beautiful woman in the world as well. So and so does Georgia S. So you know.
Yeah, Georgia S really has. Who said it? I think it was Sister in Delusions of Grandeur. Yeah. Because she is a plain Jane, in my opinion. She's cute
with bad skin.
Honestly,
does she have bad skin?
Close up, yeah. Unfortunately, you can see craters and stuff. Yeah. To be fair. So she's thingy. Why are you giggling? But I think it's because she's witchy. Do you know what I mean? Witchy behavior brings up bad skin. No, I'm joking. Before we start. Click this. Shy sound. Okay. Most argumentative couple. So yeah, they just start arguing straight away. Do you know what I mean? I think Georgia H, and this is what I'm saying, Georgia H started first, and she said, Josh, you need to get up there now. Do you know what I mean? So she started this shit. And I think like Josh is one of those guys, don't start shit with me, you know, because then I'm gonna come for you all night. I'm not going to rest.
If you start something, literally.
Exactly.
How can you start on him? He retaliates, and you're always starting on me. I don't know how we did it. I would have gone nuts from then. Like, you started the conversation. Don't try and flip it on me. I don't like that. I actually think it's really unfair when women do that to a man because he can't rail like that.
Yeah.
It escalates even further, and it's like, no, it's not fair. You actually started this. You started on him, so he should take it on the chin all the time. Like, realistically, nah, it's not. He should have cussed her out, but then it wouldn't have gone in his favor. But he should have.
He can't. Like the way her narrative is set up, he can't.
No.
Anyway. He can't be seen. No man can be seen to be aggressive to Georgia H at all. Yeah, and they shouldn't be either. Babita, thank you so much. We'll get to that. But yeah, he shouldn't be either. So basically they ended up choosing Josh and Sophie, Toby and Georgia S, and Anton and Georgia H to go up. And it turned out to be Georgia S and Toby, Georgia H and Anton, and Sophie and Josh, which is right people, wrong order, basically.
Yes, yeah. But Georgia S was like, we've only had one big argument in here.
Yes.
And I'm like, Georgia, argue with somebody every day. I was literally like, Georgia is bonkers. Like,
but you know what, Nana? She said we've only had 2 arguments, and then she said we've only had 1. So you were making it go down as well.
Like, how does that make sense? You argued with Molly like twice.
Yeah.
Like, you bicker with people all the time. I was like, raw, this girl.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Seriously. Oh yes, thank you, Gilda. Guys, book the like button, please. Like this video. It really helps us beat the algorithm and all that good stuff. So yeah, appreciate that to everyone who's done it so far. Next category is most boring. So the order that they put was Jess and Callum, Antelope and Adam, Molly and Tom. And what was really was Georgia H and Anton, Georgia S and Toby, and Antelope and Arabella. Yeah. So yeah, do you know what I mean? So Cal was funny because he was just like, look, you guys put us at gold. We're not even on the podium. We're not argumentative. We're not boring. We're just sexy.
He only speaks when he needs to. And when he speaks, nuggets, golden nuggets.
Honestly, it was so good. It was really good. He's got a wicked sense of humor, I think.
Yes.
Then it was only staying together to win. Oh God. this is where it started to get a little bit heated because Josh, when they're discussing, Josh was just like he was saying to Sophie, I hate when people who argue daily pretend that they're okay. Anton calls him out like almost immediately, like, oh, is Josh getting pissed off? And Sophie was just like, no, he's fine. He's fine.
Stand by my man.
You know what I
mean? my man.
Then Anton starts snapping at Jess, like seriously. They were just fighting about who should go up. So they ended up on Toby and Georgia S, Antelope and Adam, and Josh and Sophie. But it ended up being Toby and Georgia S, Georgia H and Anton, and Adam and Antelope. Yeah. Fortunately, those three got a battering. Yes. Really, they got battered. Yeah, and I'm excited to see tonight because I'm hoping the penny is going to drop for all of those three couples.
I think it will. You'd know. Okay, people really, really don't like us. I guess Abacus and Adam can be like they don't know us, so they can take like some type of heart in that. But the other two, you'd be like, okay, realistically, one of us is going out next. Yeah, like the public absolutely do not like us in any way, shape, or form. And I think Georgia H and Anton can't handle that. No, they're the furthest from being able to understand what is going on. And then they're going to just try and blame Josh. And it's like, it has absolutely nothing to do with him. He was just being honest. For this challenge, I really wish that Casey was still in.
Yeah.
No, Casey is just
Casey's too much, man. He's too much. He will finish them. He will actually finish them. Seriously.
I wish Casey was here for this one.
Oh my God.
That extra voice.
Seriously. Yeah. Next it was who will work the least romantically on the outside, so not work on the outside essentially. There was a lot of back and forth again. Antelope was just like, maybe because of my public relationships, and it was just like, oh, because you dated a footballer.
How long is that relationship? Like 6 months? Like, relax.
This is why I need a running order from her, man, because I don't think all of this adds up.
Back to back to back to back.
Does she ever chill?
I don't think she does.
Wes come in there, and then there was a footballer, and then you're on the Leonardo DiCaprio's yacht, and then you were seeing Toby, and then you were seeing Tom. It's like, any time for yourself just to chill?
No. And that's probably why she's so dehydrated, because she doesn't know what it is.
You can see it like she's desperate, man. And
she doesn't need to be, because evidently the guys are there. So you just need to tone it down a bit, and then maybe
your technique isn't working. It's not working. That's the thing. Like continuously doing the same thing that's crazy. That's the definition of madness.
It's madness.
Do you know what I mean? You got to change it up, babe. It's not working. So the villa, they chose Georgia S and Toby, Arabella and Adam, and Georgia H and Anton, and it turned out to be Georgia S and Toby, Georgia H and Anton, and Arabella and Adam. Georgia H was just like, oh, I'm gonna get a kilt and move to Scotland.
It's like, we know you're absolutely not. We know this is not taking place. Their statement is probably going to be, because of the distance, we hardly got to see each other. We know that statement is coming within 4 weeks.
The first thing she said was, I want somebody that lives close to Essex. So for you to then go as somebody who lives in, forget it. You already planted the seed, babe. Don't worry, the tree's growing.
It's true. That's why she's getting fed up as well, because she's just like, it's not going to work anyway.
Yeah.
You know, I'm putting all this effort in, and then I have to give him affirmation. Then he's got to touch me. It's long.
Move. And then on top, my concealer might finish. My bronzer might be gone. To book appointments together. Absolutely not. Forget it. Too many exes.
He might ask her to bleach his arsehole.
He was already. They had that convo, and he's like, "You wouldn't do it for me." She was like, "No." I was like, "I'll do it for you." Yeah, they had that a few days ago. They had that convo. I think that was probably another time when she was getting more of the ick. He's not her type of guy.
I completely missed that. That's horrible.
At all.
Anton's too much, man. Seriously, he's too much. Okay, then on to most one-sided. Anton actually offers himself up, like, yeah, I get it, because you know my love language, da 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 da.
Yeah.
Sophie also does the same thing. Josh gets slightly annoyed. He's just like, you only want to go up there when it's something negative.
Because of you.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So yeah, most one-sided. The villa decided on Anton and Georgia H, Georgia S and Toby, and Josh and Sophie, and it actually was Georgia H and Anton who said that, oh, but we're going from strength to strength. Georgia S and Toby and Antelope and Adam, basically. Then most intelligent, which was the most surprising one. It was the most surprising one to me, because I was just like, how did we get here? Although I did like, because they put up, initially they had Toby and Georgia S up on the podium, and Molly was just like, I haven't actually learned anything from you guys.
Yeah, I thought that was so spot on.
Seriously, she was just like, you're not sneaking past.
Yeah, it was fair for her, but just because they've been to uni, it's like that doesn't mean anything.
That's what they use to get on themselves. We both got degrees. Okay, then.
What honestly, and then but with Antelope saying, I've got life experience.
Life experiences. No one can think my life experience. She said about 5 times.
No.
Wow.
You know your first odd. It's okay.
You're older, bro. You're a mature lady.
Out here chasing 24-year-olds. Relax.
Do you know what I mean? And you're posh. That's why people think you're more intelligent than you are. That's it.
Yeah.
I was so annoyed when she said Batsy, like being from South, like go away.
Where else? Where else?
Nah, man.
I
mean, she's not originally, but she's not originally from. She's not a Londoner, is she?
I didn't think she was a Londoner.
Like a Surrey or a Kingston, but it was still like that's part of the
south of the country.
Yes.
She's a South Londoner. You need to embrace her. She's
so annoying. So annoying, mate.
That's actually your sister.
What? Excuse me, can we just calm down, please? Like, seriously, let's just calm down. No, I'm not having that. Well, she got in the top 3 anyway. So the public have voted Molly and Tom, Georgia H and Anton, and Antelope and Arabella. So also and Adam. Sorry. Molly screams ahead of, because just like us, she was really, really, really surprised that they got there, because how?
That's you see on the ratio, and I'm always saying this, why the public are dumb and why the politicians always do shit to the public, because who would have thought that Molly and Tom are the smartest in there? Like that's crazy.
That's a popularity vote. It's just popularity.
Yeah, that's popularity. Yeah. The only thing I would say for Molly is that she does have common sense. That's the only thing I would say, that she has displayed common sense over and over again. That's it. But like, I don't think that's different from.
That's her putting them there. Tom does not talk. He doesn't even talk about football, and he's a footballer. Like, I don't.
It's so true. It's so true. It's so true. Him and Toby are footballers.
Yeah.
Wow.
They don't talk. They don't. Really, I feel like we don't know about Jess, but I think Callum. Callum comes across way more intelligent than Molly.
No, he is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't. Yeah, man. He just shines without speaking. It's
brilliant. Honestly, Callum's chill, man. I've got a lot of time for Callum, as you guys know.
Callie, as you call it.
I'm not joining that train.
Seriously. How you doing, Callie?
Oh my god.
We might interview and I'm gonna call him that. Say, okay, if I call you Callie. Okay. Battery. So yeah, cheat on each other was the next category. No one wanted to go up for this again.
I got it. You don't want to admit, like,
no.
I'll go on the podium. I was like, that one's a tetchy one for real.
You don't. But then Josh, being the man that he is, was just like, guys, I've cheated. It's probably me. Do you know what I mean? You know, Adam he went one further. I've cheated and I've been single for the last 3 years, working on myself to be a better man. Adam. Okay, Adam, he really went in. Toby was just like, I've never cheated. Do you know what I mean? And then and you know why? Because Antoinette was just like, hold it. What about me? I wasn't with you though.
That's the thing that they all use. We're not together, so I can't cheat on you.
Yeah.
If you're not my girlfriend, I can't cheat on you. But no, if we're dating, we're seeing each other,
we have an understanding, we're clear on what each other believes about this whole situation, then yeah, it can get a bit blurred, you know? So
people used to love that line, you're not my girl, so I do cheat. Okay.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying.
Also, Abacus and Toby's timelines of when they were texting and flirting, it cuts in there with Chloe as well. So
it does.
Like, really, I was blatantly like, okay, here we go. The truth.
Yeah, I thought, where was that going? So and the group decided Abacus and Adam first, Sophie and Josh, then Georgia H and Anton. But it actually was Georgia S and Toby, Sophie and Josh, then Abacus and Adam. And yeah, Toby was just a bit upset by that result, actually. He was just like, you know, do you know what I mean? I could never do that to a person. I know how it hurts. You know, the consequences of having that happen to me are still hitting me, where, you know, having the actions of somebody else. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he just would never do that. And we were just like, oh, is it? Because we know you only had one girlfriend.
Yes, Chloe.
So
it's true.
Chloe,
so it's just like
cheated on you. I don't. She may have done. Chloe may have cheated on him, but I
don't
not believe it. Like if it came out and that, I would be like, okay, she's all over the place.
Yeah.
You know what? She is, but like I still remain on the view that if they had a break, do you know what I mean? Like they had a break, or like say Toby says, "Oh, we're on a break," do you know what I mean? And he does something, he could say, "Oh, we're on a break, so we didn't do it."
Whereas
so, but if it was flipped, I don't know. So I need details. I actually need details before I'm just like, she absolutely cheated, you know. But if she didn't, that's terrible what he's done just then. Like, do you know what I mean? This is really terrible. If she actually did, I need her to say, guys, I did it.
Maybe she might have gone the whole 9 yards. Maybe it was just some flirty banter, like mess up him. Do you know what I mean? Or maybe kissed a guy at a party, but maybe not like a full blown.
He said it was big. She may be saving it for if she is going into Celebrity Big Brother. Maybe we'll have one of those monologue scenes where she'll give off everything. She hasn't retaliated to him at all. And he's basically called her a cheater a few times. Somebody said that with Chloe in her entrance video, she did say she liked married men.
She did, I remember that.
It would make sense because she's the type. Really?
I do remember that. Yeah, she just does. I remember her saying something about along the lines of like, it doesn't matter if they're in a relationship.
Okay. Oh well, maybe
that's why I didn't like her from then. I remember I didn't like her from the start.
Yeah. I remember Chloe wasn't like a liked person in there. She kind of warmed up. Like people started to like her after a while.
Yeah.
And her.
Seriously. Okay. And also because of Toby, Toby done her so dirty in the villa. That's why people liked her, because they felt sorry for her. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're forgetting that she does this for fun. Do you know what I mean? She don't care about other people's relationships. That's crazy. So in the game, we're gonna get to first look, guys. Don't worry, we're gonna get there. The last one is the game playing couple. So yeah, again, this is where it starts to kick off a little bit. Do you know what I mean? So at some point, Anton tells Georgia H that Josh said that he just came up to me in the room or something and said that, you know, that you're flushing hot and cold and stuff and everything like that. No one wants to go up. Georgia H is in her feelings. Then Josh literally just says, like, start saying, oh, this is who I think should go up. You should go up here. You should go up because of this. Do you know what I mean? He starts taking charge. And then Georgia H was just like, bro, I wasn't with Anton. I wasn't with Anton, but then I went back to Anton. Babe, make it make sense. She was just screaming. If you weren't with him, why are you going back to him? Like, do you know what I mean? That doesn't make no sense.
And she missed out her whole dalliance with Josh.
Oh shit, yeah, it's true.
Like, it's like she skipped to talking about Casey, and it's like, what are you talking about? Like, you was with Anton, and then you went to Josh. Like, that happened.
Mate, she was just doing too much. But Josh called her out on it because he was just like, yeah, go on. Like, if you've got something to say, say it. Like, I know it was Anton, but say it to my face. What do you call it? Georgia H is there, like, it's not for me to say. Anton's just looking around. He's looking around.
Again,
He's such a pussy.
Am I gonna take this man serious that is standing behind me on mute? Nah, I can't take you serious again. But that's crazy.
Ever. In fact, we're done now. Seriously.
And the fact that it's somebody that she used to be with, so the other guy is more of a man than you are.
It's a mad thing. It's a mad thing.
You're happy to open your mouth with everyone else, but when it comes to Josh,
you can't say anything because you know she would run back to him in a heartbeat, in an absolute heartbeat. Do you know what I mean?
Anton didn't even say, "Oh, come on, guys, let's sort this out later."
He was going on like, I can't hear anything. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Seriously. It was ridiculous. Josh was just like, say it with your chest if you've got something to say. Is anyone going to speak up? No, I didn't think so.
King Josh.
I think I rewinded that again just to hear what are we saying? What are you saying?
If the shirt open, everything. If his shirt open,
honestly,
standing there,
Sophie to the side, like.
Listen, Anton was scared. He was. Anton was so silent.
It's crazy.
That was mad.
So yeah, they're all shouting anyway. So then they decide that they do a vote basically. So they're voting for people to go up. I think Georgia S and Toby may have been one of the first to go up, or so they choose Georgia H and Anton, Georgia S and Toby, and Bella and Adam. And Georgia S, before one of them goes up anyway, she starts shouting that we're not going to go on gold, we're not going on the first one because we've been through hell in here.
I bet on us. Get on you then. You're still gonna get voted. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
She was shouting from her diaphragm, bro. She was pissed. We're not doing it. Okay, cool. So anyway, they read out the results. Who's number one? Georgia S and Toby.
And Anton said the results are going to show anyway, so it doesn't matter whether you stand silver, bronze, or anyway.
Exactly. Georgia H and Anton next, and then Adam and Antelope. I was finished at that point. I was laughing so freaking hard. Seriously. So hard. Yeah. And that was the episode, essentially. I think that was where we wrapped, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Georgia S is going to be fuming that the public don't like her. Yeah. Like, honestly, she really is. Like, her character has been, what do you call it?
The bin.
Yes, basically.
Yes. Absolutely.
Basically. Shall we do first look real quick?
First look.
Okay, let me set that up and maybe you can get some comments.
Daily Diary says facts though, you can't cheat if you all ain't together.
Cool story.
PC says he has a type, toxic. Yeah, I mean, but Toby doesn't know how to pick yet. He's young. He's just 24. His brain hasn't been developed. Give him a year. No, let me see. Gilda says Tom is just tall, nothing else.
Honestly.
And then somebody, Shayla asks, do you think Chloe cheated? Yeah, I think we all unanimously said, yeah, probably.
I think she's capable of it for sure. But like, I need to know details of the circumstances.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
So did Callum and Jess get any votes?
They got the good votes.
Yeah, they got hottest.
Hottest, isn't it? That was literally it.
Second, yeah.
Second, yeah.
And were they in the run up with brains? They weren't, were they?
No. They put themselves there because of Callum. They didn't get votes by the public.
No.
Yeah, and even Josh and Sophie, they didn't get in lots of categories either. So
The only one they got was argumentative. I think that was the only negative one, but it made sense because the
And
run
Josh.
up Joanna. Yeah, it's true.
yeah, it's Josh, isn't it? It's Josh, as he said.
Seriously. Oh, they're whistling outside. Okay, cool. You guys are ready?
Love Island First Look, sponsored by Google Pixel 8.
It looks
To
like
you.
this just makes me so annoyed.
Yeah,
bro. I
because
can't
when
lie
it's
to you.
happened to you,
Bro, people always said I cheated, innit? Like, it wasn't even my choice to end like the relationship. Just had to end it because she cheated.
Oh,
It's done. It hurts.
Oh, serious?
Bro,
Oh,
I can't lie
thanks.
to you. I'll tell you right now.
oh,
I was probably gonna like with that girl. She was it.
yeah.
She was it.
Oh, Toby.
Like soulmate vibes. Like, yeah. And then after that shit happened, bro, like honestly, hardest time of my life. Hands down.
Hey, can we gather round the fire pit immediately?
Oh,
Yeah.
What's happening
Why?
here?
What's happened?
We're about to find out.
What's happening, all?
They're leaving.
Apparently, there's a lot of the villa that feel a certain way, and there's been a conversations had about our relationship.
If you pull me around the fire pit to try and out me like this,
That's not.
It was just so that we can defend these opinions if they are
Because
true.
we live for everyone,
What
Josh.
am I meant to do? Just walk around thinking that everyone thinks that we're fake? and
Josh, you know,
ingenuine?
bringing down other relationships doesn't bring up your relationship.
mate, whose relationship are I bringing down?
Exactly.
Who are you speaking to? I'm telling you how it is. I'm telling you how it is.
Anton. That wasn't a good look, man.
I'm
See this,
surprised.
Anton.
Oh Lord, that's embarrassing.
No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Oh, Anton.
Someone's gagging for that 50k. They need to be out today.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
That just lost it, you know. If
Yeah.
anybody even had an ounce of sympathy for those two, it's
Exactly.
like, oh no, you lost. You literally lost it. You're out now.
Yeah.
Why do you need to defend your relationship? If you're both cool, be cool.
Toby, I really don't like seeing black men cry on TV.
I know. No, you say
It really bugs me.
you're on it.
I feel for him. I just don't like it.
Unfortunately, my heartstrings stayed straight. She was the one at 24. Reduce it. Relax.
No, but that's his first girlfriend. He's
Yeah,
got
right.
deep emotions.
Yeah, I'm happy for you.
Oh, Toby. He said soulmate vibes.
Yeah. Soulmate vibes are
You're gonna
so
tell that to Georgia S because she thinks that you're her soulmate. So
nah, bro.
Oh,
I think George S is going to mess him up now. Now she knows how fragile he is. She's going to mess him up, mate.
only fragile for the right person.
Huh?
He's only fragile for the right person. He knows he can do whatever he wants with Georgia S.
yeah.
Take all about because he left her.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Crazy. People say same Beverly. Oh mate, have a heart, man.
Yeah,
I
please.
felt for him, you know. I don't like it.
You know, I felt more when Kaz left. Like when he was upset about Kaz, that was
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
piss. Come on,
No,
man.
but you can see his tears. They were
He was
and
crying.
listen to the girls in there when you're crying. Can we see actual tears, please? We could see tears from Toby.
It's true.
But Sonia Barley says, I don't believe Toby.
Tyreek will just slap him in the back of the head. Man up, man. What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
What's
Man
all this?
up.
He will be like, what's all this?
Where's Tyreek?
What's all this? Yeah,
Because
innit?
how he was crying with Anton though, because Anton will facilitate that shit.
Yes, he will.
Somebody else is gonna literally be like, no.
Come
you're
on,
not
pull
going
yourself
to cry.
together, innit? Actually, that's where he needed Antelope because she would just be like, no, what's all this?
Yeah.
He would actually be like, do you know what I mean? Like, can't be crying over her if she's done that.
Says the tears didn't move me, but I believe him.
Yeah, I believe the feelings are actually genuine because together them two were like the crazy couple. Like I get the soulmate ties; they're nearly the same person, so I get it. But stop crying, man. It's because the girl's tear ducts are stuffed with Botox.
Is that why there's no tears? Shayla says, I hope the Facebook mums fall for this redemption arc. Maybe. I don't know.
No, because that means Georgia S needs to go. She needs to go, man.
That is a point, though. He's doing this crying thing off the back of them losing all of it to be like, hey.
True.
Yeah.
After 10,000 situationships, you deserve one girlfriend. It's fair. Toby has shaggeries to people like he has. Muna Ali says, the way Kaz and Faye speak about Toby, he seems a very loyal, big heart. I think he is being genuine. Faye also hates Chloe because of it.
Faye?
Wow. She needs to relax, man.
I get how he's a very loyal friend, because you can see he's a very caring guy and his people are his people. So that definitely. But being a friend and being Arabella are two different things. Because the way he treated Arabella, she will be like, well, you stop crying.
Yeah. He treated her like she was disposable.
Yeah. So
like, honestly.
And he did that in his first time with Abby.
Yeah.
There were like 3 girls that
all
he
the
was
girls.
Yeah, it's fair.
Mm-hmm. Did he come back with someone from Casa as well? I'm pretty sure he did. I can't remember. But
he came back with Abby.
Yeah.
Toby straight after.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Toby has definitely been an arsehole. Mr. Castle says, if Toby doesn't make it to the final, black women hate black men. Okay,
you're so dumb.
Toby is the black man that everybody anyway.
I can't take you seriously. You're just so dumb.
Oh
yes, he did 353. He played in Chloe's face all day. He kind of deserves it. He did play in her face. He may not have cheated on her, but I'm sure he had some flags.
Oh yeah, well, you drove her to it. I'm sorry. I know people hate it when
you say
that. No, believe it. Seriously. I know people don't like that, but boy, I can imagine him. Do you know what I mean?
To cheat. Interesting,
bro. I don't know what his etiquette is like. Do you know what I mean? Because it's just like cheating is one thing, but like, are you chatting to people? Are people?
That's what I'm saying.
Do have access to you? Like, do you know what I mean? Seriously, yeah, exactly. You can string girls along. I totally believe that. I really do. So yeah, Beverly. Obviously, we've put you on here for a reason. We wanted to talk some social media stats. Your favorite subject when it comes to Love Island.
Which is like social media, so it's funny.
Yeah. So like, okay, so when we're looking at, let's start with the black characters, yeah? Do you know what I mean? The black ones. How are they doing? Because obviously when they come in, they're at a certain level. Do you know what I mean? And based on their popularity, their popularity should be reflected in their followers and their numbers and stuff, right?
So when you say black, you're talking one drop rule as well. So
yes. Yeah. I mean, there hasn't been many. So what is it? 3 characters? 4?
To be fair, Kaz is the only one that came in as a quote unquote all-star with her followers. She started with like 600 and something thousand. Her followers didn't increase that much.
Oh,
it was like she increased by 15,000.
No, is that it?
Exactly. In comparison to our bestie Hannah Elizabeth, who increased by 108,000 to this day.
So what was her starting and where is she now? Or where she was left?
Hannah was less, so she started at 436,000.
436, yeah.
And then she's gone up to 500,000.
Wow. Oh wow,
that's bonkers.
Exactly.
Wow.
This is what I mean about when everyone was saying all stars. Why are these people here? These lot, they knew what they were doing. Obviously, people like Tyler, our guy is down bad.
What does Tyler want?
He was on like 172k, so 172k, right?
Yeah.
As of today, 174. 2,000.
I feel like Tyler got paid more to go in. I really do.
Why?
I don't even think they done that.
Yeah, no. He's only there because
I don't think they would pay him more to go in.
That's it.
I don't.
So you came in, you lipsed Hannah, who then dashed you, and all you got was 2,000 more followers.
Yep.
And Hannah got, what did you say?
100 out of the
100K
people that
more.
left, she's got the biggest, what do you call it? The biggest
The
difference. 100.
increase, yeah.
No, that is bang out of order.
Yeah.
And even for Kaz as well, though, that there was no point because people were just playing in your face. I can't see really getting any deals, maybe, who knows? But to go through as much as she went through, to have nobody sent in for you, and all you got was 15,000 more followers.
That's crazy.
Even who else is down bad? Lewis Morrison, another down bad. He started at 320. I only say down bad because he's an OG, and most of those left the villa with quite a lot of followers. But he increased his following by 40K. So even though he left with Demi, he did nothing in the show. He still got 40,000 followers.
Okay. And Tyler got 2K.
Yep.
And then Kaz got 15.
Yep. So she's the media. Out of all the people that left, by the way. So this is I'm just talking about people that left. So yeah, Lewis, our good old black brother, he got the most out of the black.
PC said, when will black people left?
No, honestly,
no, for real.
It's really all in the numbers. You just have to look at them.
That's so bad.
You know what? I'm actually surprised at Kaz because I did think she didn't need it. I thought maybe she would have had that rise of like 100K.
I thought she was going to the same. I thought she was going to get into the 800s, maybe just below 900s.
Seriously?
Nothing.
Okay, what about Joanna and what about Chris?
So Joanna, she only got 13K, but she went into the villa 699,000. Okay. 699,000. So her followers were already quite high.
I'm surprised.
Exactly.
That high.
Okay. And who else? Who did you mention? Casey.
Yeah. No. I was gonna say Chris. Chris.
Oh, Chris Taylor. He's high. So he went in with 926,000 followers. And he's on he's just shy of the milli mark. So he's on 958. But his TikTok went from 988 to 1 million. So he's made the 1 million mark on TikTok. So Chris's bag is TikTok.
Yeah. Okay. He's okay.
I again didn't know that Chris was even that popular.
No.
So him, he moved in with him. There was 2 other Love Islands. So when they all moved in together, they were all the content house. They were creating.
Oh, okay. Was Michael in there?
Yeah, that's when Michael. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I've seen their pieces. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So
that's why he's so comfortable.
Yeah. He's calm.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Great. Living a great time.
Yeah.
Okay. Sense for Chris because really this is just raising your profile again. You're already making content. You're already making money. So all you needed to just like a bit of relevancy. A bit more relevancy into you. But needed Kaz to be doing something.
Yeah. But so what I did was I tried to remember as many black people as possible that have been in Love Island, and I used the 1-drop rule. So Amber is our leading queen with 2.6 million. Gone.
Makes sense. Clear.
Ovi, he's on 1.5. So when the people are like, oh, why don't the black people come in? This is the caliber, but they wouldn't go in because they don't.
Yeah. Why would they?
Yeah, they don't need it.
She likes women. Ovi, not for him. Wes is a superstar. He has 1.4. Then we have India, Michael, and Ella, 1 milli gang. So in a relationship, Michael, he's doing boxing in Saudi. Do you see what I mean? So the people that would actually increase the followers, increase the viewings. Tyreek, somebody asked 812K. So he's got the most out of the new batch of guys because David got 775. So Tyreek is
more. Okay, cool.
Yeah, out of the new.
That's very interesting.
Oh, somebody's saying Muna Ali says Tyler was a last-minute replacement for Theo, who didn't want to be a bombshell. They changed last minute from a starting lineup, and he was upset about it. He was needed in that villa for Chris. Laugh out loud.
Theo.
He was in the same. When he in the same season as Georgia?
The OG, the one that lost his eye. That him.
His eye?
Wait, is that the same guy?
No, I'm asking, is it that
No.
one?
Oh, okay. No, because one of them did lose their eye, isn't it? And
Yeah, with the champagne thing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't know. That's interesting.
Sorry, Demi, no, he does like boxing commentary in like South. Basically, he's just he does commentary around the world, so for different sports.
Yeah, Michael, innit? Short, stocky Michael, childish.
Yeah, Griffith,
Yeah.
the one that was with Joanna. Basically.
Oh, what about Michael Boateng?
Oh,
You
Michael
got Taurus
is
for him.
he's on 356. So yeah, once we move away from like the only person that probably should have been in the villa is probably Danica. She's on 645k. So she's one person that maybe they could have considered. But yeah, Michael's on 356. So after Michael, everybody is Leanne 259k, Catherine 221k, Ikenna 216k.
Catherine's on 221.
Sorry, Catherine.
That's wild. Kaz has more followers than Catherine.
Yeah,
But Kaz is like
one day are like our pure black.
What's you one day?
No, Whitney. Sorry, Whitney was 735k, part of the new batch.
735. Okay,
well, that Whitney isn't on a milli. That to me is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I can
Whitney.
Yeah,
she get there. I'll say by the end of the year. The thing is, it's hard to break that milli mark. So unless she does something crazy, she'll just slowly increase. But yeah, everybody else.
What about you one day? Did you say you one day already?
Yeah, you one day 658. So she's got less than Kaz.
Jeez.
Okay.
And imagine Sanam, who won it, was on 430k.
less than Hannah.
Yep, exactly. And she is the winner.
Taking the piss. What about Kai?
391k.
I mean, if you was a brand going on their social media uptake, that's why they didn't get any deals. Because you'd be like, okay, they've won, but they have no followers.
I think they were very clear in their messaging. Like, we don't want to be the typical winners. I've heard them after. We want to do things that change. Kai was talking about going back into schools and being this teacher, and Sanam talking about going back into social care and but unfortunately, that doesn't. So Samira's 708.
They didn't even get a photo.
Samira's 708, yeah?
Yeah, which I was quite surprised about.
Okay, yeah.
All right. The first was she the first full black?
I think
girl?
so. Yeah. But
So,
she's like
for her to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so her and Danica, I think they have a thing for why didn't we get if they wanted to come back in. You one day I knew she'll never come back in.
No, ever. That's a given.
What about Deji? Is he
Deji 151k, Andre 58.6k, Elon 34.
Sorry, you people are out of order. You people are out of order.
I'm saying to you, we love our people, but it's just not giving. It's just...
How can Andre not even be on 100k? He was in for about 3 or 4 weeks.
Andre?
Nah, not even.
Andre's like that cutie patootie.
I even went on his Insta. There's nothing there that even shows he was on Love Island. Like,
oh wow,
yeah.
What about Montel? Someone's asked. Jade is asking Montel.
Who's that? Is he old school?
No, not even. He was that
useless boy. Let me.
He's quite cute in real life. We interviewed him.
No, 110k. He doesn't even make my cut because my cut was at 314. Sorry.
Bro, Montel was in for a few weeks.
Like, he's even got in his bio season 10 Love Island. Yeah, no, he's on 100k. Leanne is on 259k.
Okay,
because Leanne weren't in it for long. She weren't in it at all.
Who else?
She was iconic.
Martin that did all of that with Tanya, 27k. Exactly, guys. So when we start shouting for our people, let's go look at the numbers.
We need reality. You know what? Next time, Beverly, we need graphics. I'm gonna correct graphics.
Don't worry. Do you know what it is? I do every show, but because I always fall off. So this time I was just like, because I'm invested in this show. But
yeah.
Oh mate, that is wild.
So the lowest person that went into this series was Tyler with 172. And then the next lowest was Mitch, who had 314. So imagine all the people that I mentioned, they're not even in that.
They're not even
Okay.
in that.
I
Yeah.
started the show, by the way, not like in total, because Casey had lower. Casey
Yeah.
was on like 2 something.
Mhm.
I imagine the girls, they have one of them has 1.2 million, Jess, obviously, and
Mm.
has 1 million. So our Millie girls, they're there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So who's out of like Georgia H, Molly, Georgia S?
Yep.
Yeah, who's winning?
Who's
Molly by far. Molly has gained, I think, 800. No, sorry, let me not go too crazy. She's gained 141,000 followers. But what I do say is with the girls that are already on 1 million, because on Instagram you can't see every single digit. I can't really see how much they've gone up by. So the only person that went up in their Millie, I believe, was Demi. So Demi started the show with 1.1, so now she's on 1.2. Obviously, it's not the whole 100,000 growth, but she's jumped up. And then, but Callum is the guy who's got the most. He's got 202,000 more followers. I think he'll hit a milli before the end of the show.
Okay.
On.
Makes sense. Makes sense though. Callie.
And yeah,
So
another
Georgia S is on a milli, isn't she? She's a
yeah,
milli.
she was on a milli before, so she started the show with 1.5.
Okay.
So I think
And
she's
Georgia
got
H?
first. Georgia H is 1.2.
1.2.
Out of everyone that entered was Georgia S.
And what's Molly on?
Molly started on 859, but
Oh,
now
okay.
she's on a milli.
She's
So
okay.
she's hit the milli mark. So again, you won't see the growth as much. But when Molly and Thing were together, they're winning it by 70%, and then everyone else gets the pie. The rest of the pie.
Tom. So where's Tom?
Oh, exactly. Where is Tom? He started at 490k. Now on 535. So a good growth, 5k growth, but it's because he's with Molly. That's it's cool.
Jeez.
Molly basically needs to sack off Tom and just get with Callum.
Yeah. Then they're winning.
They're winning this and getting all the deals.
Golden couple.
Yeah.
Every single one. So I went because I'm not a TikTok babe, but I was looking at the TikTok numbers as well. Again, Molly, 103,000 extra followers on TikTok. Georgia's still 88. So Georgia's got more followers on TikTok that I can see. So I'm assuming Instagram is quite close as well. So she's gained 88,500 followers as well. So their TikToks are rising.
People like Georgia still. Like, I would never follow that girl in a million years. Like, why would you follow her? She's a bitch.
Callum, though, if you go on his TikTok, he does all these cooking videos. It's the best.
Does he?
He does steak, pasta.
He's got another subscriber. Look at her face.
You know what? Yeah.
She's still in them. Molly's still in them.
Oh, she's still in them.
They did a Deliveroo ad. It's him and Molly that they did it together. But Callum is also still on Molly's Instagram page. I think someone else mentioned it. So I went to check.
Yeah. Dammy saying both of the stats. So she
I
did
did A-level labs too. Woo!
Oh, did you?
A-levels ever. But yeah.
Oh my God.
It looks like Molly's gonna win. Callum will come second.
Yeah.
Who else is left? Georgia. To be fair, Georgia H and Anton, because their numbers were already high, it's a bit skewed. So I don't think they're gonna.
Oh, that was it. Anton. What was Anton's number?
Yeah, he's a milli. He's a milli. He's a milli guy.
Yeah.
Gang.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, Shayna's asking Sophie.
Oh, so Sophie started at 708k and she's now at 743k. So she's gone up by 35k. But by the end of the show, I'll assume she'll probably hit 750.
I need to do more than that.
You know, I thought she would have been doing a lot more than that.
Yeah.
I mean, this last episode did her no favors because people don't like chatty patties. And a black person being a chatty patty, it's 1,000 times worse.
Yeah.
As much as everyone thinks like we're moving forward with body positivity, we are not.
No.
Sophie is still a very voluptuous, got a nice bum thighs. The other side of the world are not following her. No. Unlike one day and the Samiras. To us, cool, but to the world, they're what everybody still wants women to look like, I should say.
Yeah,
so
I think like Georgia H and Georgia S are almost like the epitome of that. Do you know what I mean? Like that's
And
the
Ella,
Arabella as well.
That
Fits in
same
there.
line.
Arabella's not. Yeah, go on,
Sophie's
sorry.
on the other side of that line, I think.
Yes, yeah,
Without-
yeah, yeah.
So Ella's
Yeah.
as far as it goes.
Mm.
Someone asked for Elam. Elam
Was he on like 20K or something? Did anyone care about Elam at all?
Elam is on 34K, and Ikenna, where's Ikenna? 216K. I don't think his numbers have changed since he left the. I'm joking. But yeah, no,
I bet they have. I'm actually.
Sophie's on 7 something. Was Sophie on 7?
708 at the moment.
Oh, and Arabella.
Oh, 1 milli gang. Sorry,
1
I
milli.
Yeah, she's up there. She's up there. That is
Mm.
what was Liberty actually.
Oh yeah, Liberty 1 milli, 1.3 million. She's now gone into a 1.4 category. Yeah,
That's
but she
amazing.
also Liberty on TikTok. She has 616K followers, so her TikTok is pumping.
Yeah.
Chris has the most, and guess who? Toby, surprisingly, 825K, second, the most TikTok followers, followed by Demi, Liberty, then Joanna.
Okay.
So
Summer. Who was Summer?
Oh, Summer Butch,
the girl that
yeah,
Dami brought back from Casa
Oh, okay.
She's on
She's not even in it that long.
182K followers.
Okay.
So she doesn't hit my 200,000 cap. Sorry.
But
yeah.
she could have. No, she couldn't because that would have been like
made the
quite a low ball to bring her in. Yeah.
This is my thing because the whole point of this love was to increase numbers and increase viewership. With the initial lineup they had, I think it was the most viewed first series since 2019. So for what they wanted, they did. So if they were to bring all these other people in, nobody cares enough to watch them. Like if we bought Indias and the Damis, that's our elite. But our elite are relationships. So.
Wait, what about Zara?
Yeah, because
she's her numbers. I get why she was piping up, but she's on 158.
Zara is on 158.
Yeah.
No.
This is what I'm saying. So she was talking. So when I saw that, I went to check her numbers. I was like, babe, you're not even on 200K. Yeah.
And what about TikTok though as well?
You need to do these numbers. This is brilliant.
Yeah.
Surprisingly has bare followers. That she's not black though, Antigone. Because when she started, she was already near 1 million. Let me check.
Okay.
Yeah. She was popular already.
Yeah, she had like 800 something. Because I did it for their show as well. On TikTok, Zara has. Oh no, this is not even the right Zara. Shame. That's Zara McDermott. Let me check quickly.
Honestly, like
I can't find her. Can't find her.
Okay.
I swear she's got a funny name as well. But that makes way more sense now for the people that weren't getting through.
Yeah.
It makes sense when you go into their numbers where it'd be like, no, not gonna. You may give us scenes, but that's not going to be considered an all-star. That actually really makes sense.
And even Tom, who doesn't
about 600K.
Definitely. No. That means you'd have to be on the same level as Kaz or Sophie Piper.
Yeah, also, I'm so surprised.
That's crazy.
No.
Maybe we just liked her.
Why do we like her? Because she's a Londoner. Because do you know what I mean? Like,
it's true.
The only people that have filtered through that stayed true to themselves, I would say, is Tyreek, as in Black Boy, and and
also
Toby.
And also, like Tyreek had a lot of like celeb support, and he was kind of popular beforehand anyway. So he was just under 100K or something, right?
Yeah, I don't want to say this, but he's also half deaf. So you have the whole
about that.
So unfortunately, do you see what I mean? Because for him to have more followers than Dami don't make sense to me personally. But
I think I mean it's another market as well, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
So, and also looks wise, Tyreek is way more of an acceptable blackface.
Mm.
You know, as they keep on saying, he is like 90s handsome.
Nelly. He's Nelly.
Yeah, he is Nelly.
Oh,
Tyreek is very much an African man. Like, so it's just not going to track in the same way
at all.
But Dami is flipping hilarious, and he deserves to be a part of
Dami is funny.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. So if he was single, Dami would be in there in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
So,
They should integrate the couples in some sort of way, like the couples that are doing well. Maybe they give them
like
couple
couples
counseling
all-star.
or something. Yeah, that would be sick.
all-star.
The couple should do Love Island games. That's what they should have done.
Yeah.
Yes, that
That
would
would have
be
been
so-
sick.
And they all have their teams already. So
Yeah.
Mm.
who is the king of the red pill that Mr. Castle keeps talking about?
Tyreek, please. So Zara was only
I'll
in there
tell you
for
later.
1 week. I thought Zara was there for a few weeks. No, was she a short stay?
Well, no, she actually she wasn't there for long, but I think it was more than a week.
She was the one that was with Tom, innit? And then she got dumped
Yeah.
after she dumped. Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me, her and Olivia going up to
No.
the battle. How's Olivia doing actually?
She's in. Her and Demi are very good friends. I didn't check her. Wait, Olivia, I don't know. The one that was with, what's her name? Let me check her.
Please don't let Olivia have more than Kaz.
Probably.
No.
No.
324K. She looks like Wednesday from Adam's Family, guys. There's a look that these people like. Come on, this is not it. This is not it.
I can't believe.
She literally looks like Wednesday.
She does.
Mm-hmm.
She does. Okay, I think that's fair. And that was a winter Love Island as well, wasn't it? So they always said the winters didn't do as well. Anyway,
it's harder, and also they weren't able to do the social media thing either, because this is what I'm saying. So anyone before a certain point, like what happened, because you were allowed to do all of that. And Toby's season, Tyreek was looking after his account. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it's actually not fair when they did that ban.
It's
that
not.
Tanya has 255K.
255. Okay, not terrible.
Yeah.
What about Shaq?
It's not giving what it needs to give, if I'm honest.
Tanya should have more.
Exactly. Shaq is on 212K.
Oh wow, it's not that much behind her. Okay,
Exactly.
Why? That's quite interesting.
Everyone loved Shaq, innit? So he got that that kind of audience. People. Unfortunately, the white people are winning on the social front. They do what they've done.
Is that because you think like we're just not following them, or?
So that was the thing I was going to say. You see how difficult it is just to get people to like your video? Yeah. White people just do it because it doesn't cost them anything. So their engagement levels, their views, comments, you can always see them in everybody's comments, engagement, and all that. For us to like it's not even just you guys' platform. Like everything that we watch on YouTube or whatever, we're always begging people to like it.
Yeah.
Why?
You know what? No, it's actually
it's little things like that. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, why do we have to beg?
It's true.
How we actually like just get everything up and improve our numbers. Yeah. Thing.
And they work hard for their numbers. That I'm not gonna lie. Like they have to churn out content 3-4 times a day, make up. So they have to do a lot. So I will never take that away from them. But they have the support for sure. They have support for sure. Like Ella on the Millie before India was the first one to reach a milli out of our black crew. Ella copied her blueprint. That's all she did. She knew what she had to do, and she's also on a milli. And they're playing the game. They're
both on the same kind of thing, because like India was a bit of an influencer anyway beforehand. Ella was a model. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just like, you know,
the elite of the elite are Miss Molly Hague. Do you see what I mean?
Oh yeah.
7.9 million followers.
Jeez.
Wow, I didn't know she was on 7. No, serious.
What?
And she hasn't even got married yet.
What?
Let her get married. Let her get married. 7.9 million, and her baby daddy is on. What's his name? What's that guy's name again?
Tommy.
Fury.
Tommy Fury. I think the last time I checked, he was on 3.2. Let's double check what he's now.
I mean, that's even great for him.
5.5 million.
Do you know what? You know when you see them? Do you remember? Have you ever seen those data graphs where they look at the population and it just goes up and everything? Yeah, they're just mouthing.
So imagine the whole of London follow Molly May. Just do you see what I mean? In terms of
That's
You
crazy.
people that are there asking for sport 158K. Come on. Zara, take a look at yourself. Take a look. You know, yeah, Shayla, we really are a minority.
Yeah.
We are. But even still, if we club together more,
what did you
show?
What have you done, Nana? What did you do? What did you do? You just made yourself audio only.
How did I do that?
I don't know, babe.
Let me try and figure it out. Carry on, guys.
No, we can hear you though. They can hear you. So what was she saying?
I can't
we
even
need to come together. She was saying,
yeah,
like,
we need to try harder. Like, you know, our
we
numbers
do.
make a difference. Hang on, I'll be back.
Okay.
But yeah, no, just more what Nana said. We just really need to support everyone's content. And if you want to see more of it or see more representation in shows, unfortunately, this is the way the world is going.
We have to support on social media. That's insane, though. 7 point. I'm stuck on that.
When she went in, she was on low, like hundreds of thousands anyway. I think when I checked at the time, maybe like 200 and something K. Sorry, followers. So she was already on that, like Mr. Castle said, he's already on the trajectory. Tommy, he was already a boxer, but nobody was following him.
Yeah.
For him to have 5.5 million, obviously after Love Island, he's now more popular, boxing, and he does all those fights with people like KSI. So his popularity, again, that's what I'm saying, putting the work in. People are watching those fights. People are engaging with that content. 5.5 million is not easy.
It's not easy at all. It's not 1 million's not easy. Do you know what I mean? To be fair, 100,000 is not easy.
It's not.
Seriously.
In comparison to like other people in the house, like Joe, for example, Sandwich Boy is on 600,000. Joanna's on 600,000. How?
Jeez.
How?
That's crazy. I'm shocked. I'm very shocked. Yeah, I think next time we'll actually do some. You're back, yay!
Yes, back in the house.
We'll do some graphics. I actually want to do infographics.
Yeah, we'll see if it actually works. So if Molly does actually win, then it things. If not, then
okay. So based on the data you've collected, what's your predictions?
What's the running order?
Molly's first. Molly and Tom, if they stay together, followed by Callum, and then who's going to be third? According to this data, Georgia's still
serious.
Really?
But I think Sophie's going to take third. And then
Sophie and Josh.
Yeah, Sophie and Josh.
Did we say Josh's numbers? Sorry.
Oh, Josh. Where is he? Because he didn't start. Oh, so he started on 727K. And he's now on 742. I don't think people really like him like that. It's only at 15K, same as Kaz, basically.
Right.
But Sophie's got 35K. So if they come third, it's because of Sophie.
Okay, I got you.
But yeah, it's going Callum, Molly, Georgia, Tom, then Sophie. So what's that? Anton and them, they're getting dumped out at the first.
Yeah.
And then it'll be a tussle between. Yeah. So my prediction: Molly number 1, Callum 2, and I think Josh and Sophie might pip it to third.
Yeah.
Okay. So then maybe Georgia S and Toby would be fourth.
Yes. Sorry about them. But yeah, now Toby's crying. We'll see what.
This is what I'm saying.
That could do something. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's the last 4, isn't it?
Yeah. That get on the final show, right? So they drop out the 5th person, and then So it'll be. I'd love to see what the breakdown is as well of the pie, because they told us that last year with Kai and Sanam, right? And everyone was like,
"Oh, what percentage of the vote?" Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. That was very. I love this. I love it. Seriously.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Arabella. Yeah, Arabella. I'm not even counting them. But yeah, the thing is, people like Arabella, but I don't know if they're going to get into the top 4.
Yeah. Maybe they'll be the 5th ones.
Yeah, I think so. I think that order works. That works for me anyway. No, actually, I would prefer Georgia S to go out earlier, but
Just to,
She won't.
but there's
Yeah.
6 couples though, or 7. How many
Yeah.
couples
I
are there?
think there's
6.
6. I'm thinking
Yeah,
I'm counting
6.
6.
So Arabella and Adam.
Yeah.
Adam has 0 followers as well. 164K. So I don't know how he got into that Love Island villa.
Because I think he's Arabella's type.
Yeah.
I feel like
Basically.
if it was
And he was
Arabella-
available and he was up for anything.
Yeah.
He's just old. That's the only thing. But yeah, Arabella, and then
He's old.
no, as in 30 plus, in it. In Love Island, that's old, isn't it? So,
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah.
I definitely think it's on Arabella, you know. I think he's Arabella's type.
No, he is.
In
Oh,
there.
apparently he's
He
got
is.
Moroccan in him. So he one drop raw.
Does he?
And I went on the TikTok hunt. Apparently he's got Moroccan and Algerian or something like that in him. So he's
Serious?
or Irish.
I
yeah.
can see a little something now that you say it. Yeah. No, I wouldn't have thought Moroccan, but if you're saying like Algeria.
Yeah, basically North. So the Arabella's type is. For sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
So
yeah.
finish me, please.
Arabella could go next.
Yeah.
I think her or Georgia H and Anton, them two.
Yeah,
I
between
kind
those.
of would prefer Arabella going though, because I think we could get a little bit more drama out of Georgia H and Anton. Although I do think mentally she should go home, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
show.
She needs to go. She does need to go. Oh, wow.
that's
Wow.
interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you, Beverly.
Okay,
man.
guys. Yeah, thank you so much, Beverly.
2 hours, boy.
Appreciate you joining us. We have to absolutely have you back again. Something else that we do.
Yeah.
Say that again, sorry.
This blind is coming. I'm gonna start finding
Yes.
those.
yes. Tonight, right? It's today's.
Oh yeah. I might bang out the first 6. We'll see how it goes.
See how it goes. But guys, thank you so much for joining us as always. We are going to be back again tomorrow. Really hope you join us again 12-ish. I'm going to say 12-ish. We're not always on time, but we always give you great entertainment. Okay.
And we're always here.
We're always here. Always here. Definitely. So make sure you, if you're replay gang, make sure you leave a comment for us. Subscribe to our channels. Your aunties can never, Nana Evans.com, and Hey, it's Sade Salami. Beverly, where can people follow you?
It's B_Ailey. So B_AELLY.
Yes, on Instagram. And yes, guys, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Oh.
Where can I find Beverly? Cool. See you
Well,
later.
I'm gonna put your link in the description box.
Okay, cool.